What's up, everybody? I am Harrison, and what's up, everybody? My name is Harrison, and I am. What's up, everybody? My name is Harrison, and I am back on Montreal Canadiens, and our Canadians are not doing too well right now. They're 1-2-2. They've lost 4 straight games and 2 straight penalty shots. So we're gonna go as a GM here, and or a coach, and we're gonna look for some trades here. We need some new players. Maybe a new offensive player. And I have one player in mind here to give up. We need to go to, where is it? And we're not playing right now well. We're not playing as a unit. We're hanging in there, it looks like, but not really can't finish towards the end of the game. We hang in what seems to be for a lot of the game, and then we just can't. Here it is. Let's get I don't even know if he's on this team right now, because this is the older game. Let's see, forwards here. I do not see it. Looking for Oh, there he is. TJ Osher. Way down on the bottom, I think it is. Is this him? I think I saw him. Thought I might have saw him here. Let's take one more look. TJ Osher. Okay, we're gonna take him for... Let's see if we have any trade value here. All my players. Let's go centers. We can give him... I'll give him some defense. We get some players. We got this guy. This guy's 33. A Marvikal. No, Marvik.
Marcon.
Jeez.
Marcon. Andre Marcon.
All right, everybody, welcome. What's up, everybody? Hello, everybody. My name is Harrison, and I am back playing with the Montreal Canadiens. We have lost 4 straight games and 2 straight games in shootouts, so something has got to change. So I'm here, and I'm going to try to offer a trade to the St. Louis Blues for Andre Markov. Andre Markov from me is a defender for TJ Osher, who is a right wing. I think the trade value said it was pretty good. You see the comparison. TJ only gets paid $2 million. Andre's $5 million. So this would really open up our salary cap. So let's see if this is gonna work. I don't know where I go. How I send the thing. Oh, here it is. Let's I question whether you've even looked at our trade block. Surprise. St. Louis is totally unwilling to give up what you've asked. Well, geez, you don't have to be an asshole about it, guys. So that's a no. So let's see. Let's offer them. What else can we offer them? Anything? No one else really has value. Carey Price is a huge value, but we don't want to give him up in our contract. He's got 6 years left, so we'd have to pay him a lot for him to get out. We do have the first round, I think, and yeah, we have a first round pick in the next. Let's see if we can give him a. They don't want a third round pick, but no, I'm not gonna give him a third round pick either. Looks like they don't really want to trade here, so let's see if we can. We haven't really gotten any trades here. Let's go to our rivals, Boston. Let's see if we can get anyone. They want to get rid of Bergeron. Let's see who we could. I bet PK Subban and Carey Price are just huge because they want to get rid of them. And I really don't want to lose PK Subban or Carey Price. But Carey Price has not been that great this year. Let's see what they think of a third round pick. Left wingers, they like that guy. Aaron Cole, I think his name is. Goalies, see, look at that. Carey Price he definitely go there. He's only 25. We'll give him a couple more here. Let's see, there it is. Draft position, they don't really care for the draft here. So let's throw him a bone here and let's put in, let's go. This guy's got 1 year left. So we're going to give him David Danahasles or whatever for Patrice Bergeron. I don't think that's going to happen. The Boston Bruins are totally unwilling to pair. Yeah, okay, well, they make that seem like an asshole. Okay, our salary cap is $9.9 million left. So, all right, that's that. No one wants to trade right now, so let's go play the next game.
HHHH.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another fine hockey night. We have Montreal versus Minnesota. Montreal is on a 4-game losing streak right now, and they have Welcome to Hockey Night. Tonight we have Montreal Canadiens versus the Minnesota. I don't know what they are. Welcome everybody. We have Montreal hockey tonight. Montreal has lost 4 straight games and 2 straight games in the playoffs, and today they are going against Minnesota. And you really want to see Montreal at least get a win now. They're not doing too well the season so far. And there's talk about, the GM has been talking about getting some trades going, so these Canadian players not only have to play for a team now, but it looks like they're going to play for a spot on the team if they want to keep doing it. So here comes Montreal attacking the first shot of the goal! That's exactly what they want to do right off the bat. They came right out and they wanted to score a goal. What a great goal from Montreal to start this game. And Montreal has scored really quick now, right within the start of the game, and these fans are quiet. Here in Minnesota on the attack, and they'll dump it right in. And Montreal has the puck, and they are coming right back looking for another goal. There's a nice pass right there. He's looking for his move. It's a nice move. Loses the possession of the puck, but so does Minnesota behind the net. And here they come, skating right back up, passing it in the defensive zone, but it's tipped by a Canadian, and they'll have to come right back into the, here comes Minnesota in the offensive zone, and he's just hit nice and hard and gets that puck out of there. Breaks up the play, and it's Montreal puck, and it's quickly turned over in the neutral zone. Dumps it right into the zone, and here comes Montreal skating. They have the puck, they're getting it out of the zone. Here it is. Montreal in the attack. He's just going behind the defense. Passes in, they get a one-timer shot, and it's saved. Nothing going there. Here comes Montreal, wrapping around. Trying to do something with the puck, loses possession, but the defense picks it right back up. And he gets it in, he's coming into the zone. He takes the shot, and it's just wide of the net. And Montreal is looking like they are trying to score and score and many. They're trying to score and get a good big lead here. And when you lose 4 or 5 games in a row, you got to start to think, you know, we got to pick up and play a little bit different. And that seems to be exactly what they're doing right now. Here comes Minnesota through the neutral zone. In the offensive zone here, and he's just demolished, checked right there, but he gets up and he's picking up the puck, passes it in the zone, and Minnesota takes a shot. That's just saved by Carey Price. And here comes the Montreal Canadiens on the breakaway again, or well, on the attack, excuse me, and it's tipped out of the zone, almost offsides right there. He's able to just barely keep it in, and here he comes right around the net, and he's nice hit, decked right there in the open. And here comes Minnesota through the neutral zone here, in the offensive zone. They had a 1-on-2 opportunity, but a misplace of the puck, and he loses possession. And here comes Montreal on the counter-attack. And it's turned over right before they can even get out of the defensive zone. Minnesota will send it around the net, and Montreal will cover it up against the boards. Here comes Montreal. They cross it right out, pass it up, and here they come on the counter-attack through center ice. Skating around here. Passes it out wide, but it's just tipped, and Minnesota takes it, the buck the other way. They pass it right down into the zone. Nothing going there. Montreal will pick it up and they'll skate it out. There's a nice pass right there. And Montreal sends a clear, but it bounces off of somebody's skates. And he's demolished and just hit very hard in the back of the net. And it's turned over, but Montreal intercepts the pass. Minnesota here, I'm sorry. Brings it down. Here's a turnover in the defensive zone. Minnesota takes the shot. Rebound, take the shot again, and Carey Price saves it. The helmet is still there on the ice, and Montreal is trying to get the puck out. They get the puck out. Nothing really too pressury right there. Here they come in their offensive zone here, trying to put on some moves. Passes up to the point. He's going to take a nice long slap shot. Goal again! Goal! Montreal is up 2-0 very early here in the first period. This is exactly what Montreal wants to do off of a loss. That is Andrei Makarov. They just try to trade him, and he takes a nice shot, and that proves that he's here to stay on the Canadiens team, and he'll be here for at least another game in a Canadiens jersey. So here we are at center ice. Canadiens face off, and it's lost, and Minnesota takes it. Minnesota is down 2 goals right now, but it's still very, very early in the game. Montreal, if they can get one more goal, they'll be very great, and they'll be very easy to just relax. Here they come through the zone. Through the zone, it puts on a move, and he's just hit, and he's bouncing all over the ice out there. What a huge hit right there that was. And here comes Minnesota in the offensive zone. Trying to just go up against the boards here, and it looks like they'll send it behind the net. And here comes Montreal on the counter attack. Nice passes through center ice. And here they come. It's a one-on-one. He's doing some moves. He takes a shot, and it's a nice glove save by the goalie. Nothing really hard there for him to make that save. Minnesota Wild, they are 1-1-2. So it appears they are not too much better than Montreal right now, but both teams only having one win. So one of these teams will have a win by the end of the night and improve their win ratio to at least 2. And here comes Montreal, and he's skating fast with power and purpose. He does a nice little move, and he overshoots the puck, but that's okay. And here he comes. Here comes the Canadians around the net. He gets a nice demolish and huge hit right there. Trying to get around the net, and he just didn't even see him and just got hit. And there's a breakout pass in center ice. Montreal on the counterattack, but it's turned over again. And Montreal again, they'll get the puck. But Minnesota gets it right back on a breakaway here, and he's just hit very hard in the defensive zone for Montreal, and that's a nice turnover. And here come the Canadians once more on the attack. Passing it up to the point, and he's got a nice little run. He goes in, and he's just barely hit before he can get off the shot, and that's a no shot. And here comes Minnesota through central ice. And it's turned over off a bad pass. It's a nice shot, but Carey Price saves that. Nothing going right there. And there's a deflection. Very nice defense by Montreal. And here comes Montreal on the counterattack. They turn it over, and then Minnesota takes a very long-range shot, it appeared. And here comes Montreal skating on the offense. Stop skating. Up to the point. Tries to get a thread pass, but just can't really get it in there. And here comes Minnesota on the attack. They're down by 2 here in the first period. There's a nice move, and there's a nice little hit right there by Montreal to break up that play. And here comes Montreal. He's a 3-on-2 opportunity. Takes it. Oh, and they just steal it. He tried to get the pass off, but just couldn't. Took one too many strides. And Minnesota, and they get in the offensive zone here. Gets a nice line, and it's broken up right there by Montreal. And Carey Price barely saved that puck. My word, that was close. And here comes Montreal skating through the defense off. Here is Montreal offensive face-off here. They are still winning 2-0 here in the first period. And Montreal wins the face-off after a long tie-up. He gets a nice long shot, and he takes a nice slap shot, but saved off the pads by the goalie. And here comes Minnesota Wild through the neutral zone, through center ice, in the offensive zone. And they'll just dump it in, but not before getting hit very hard. Here comes Montreal with a nice threaded pass, but it's broken up. But the Minnesota will have to get all back on side, so they'll just dump it right into the offensive zone. Here's Montreal up against the boards, sends it to his left, and he gets it recovered, and it's thrown back out of the zone again. And there's an offsides, and a huge hit at the end of that play. That was huge. You wonder why the ref didn't call that, and they're still going after each other here. Maybe there's a fight coming, maybe not. You'll have to wait. And there's a right rebound shot, but Carey Price saves it. Easy going there. And here comes Montreal trying to get out of the zone. And they do get it out of the zone. And here comes Montreal on the attack. Miscue pass, and it's just barely hit out of the zone. And here's Minnesota again, and they do recover through the offensive zone now. Here they come. Nice stop. He's going to turn back, pivot, shot, save off of Carey Price's knee pads. And there's another turnover right there. It goes behind him. And Carey Price will just lay on the puck and make a nice face off. Here's a defensive zone face-off for the Canadians. They are not doing well in the face-offs, but they do manage to win that one. And here comes Montreal on the attack here with 5.5 minutes left in the first period. They are winning 2-0. And there's a nice one-timer shot save. Nothing easy for anyone tonight here, as that goalie proves that with that save. And there's a turnover right there. Here comes Montreal skating back. Cross to center ice. And there's a huge hit. I think that puck got tangled up on him. There's a pass into the offensive zone here. And here Minnesota's going to get the puck first. And they do hold on. And there's a fight up against the boards now. And here comes thought out. And here comes Minnesota up at the point. Take a nice long shot. And nothing going there. And here's Montreal with a nice long clear, it appears. And that will go for ice in. And that is... Oh, it's not ice in. The Canadians got to the puck first. Not quite sure how that happened, but they did. And here comes Minnesota through the offensive zone. And that's going to be offsides. So here we are, just under 4 minutes left in this first period. Montreal winning 2-0. Minnesota wins the face-off in the neutral zone. Take it back to their defense area. There's a turnover right there, and it's almost misplayed. Montreal almost had it. Looked like another breakaway right there. Here comes Montreal through the offensive zone. He's coming right in. He's going to come right in. He's going to shoot. It's a save. What a save. That looked like that was about to be a 3 on the scoreboard right there. That goal does not, you don't get any closer than that on a goal. And what a glove save by Carey Price. What a save. Defensive zone face-off here for Montreal. And they do win the face-off. And here comes Montreal on the attack. Just under 3 minutes, left in the first period. Take a nice point, slap shot, and it's bounced right off the pad. Minnesota gets possession, but it's hit, and it's kept in the zone. And here comes Minnesota, and they do get it out of the zone. And they are skating through neutral ice right here. And he's hit against the boards. They're keeping it in their defensive zone now. Maybe they're just trying to keep the clock preserved. But here they come, and here's Montreal through their defensive zone here. Here's a nice looking breakaway here, and here it is. He's doing some back up to the point here for Montreal. He's going to take a nice open slap shot. Saved right there by the goalie, though. And here comes Montreal skating it in. And there's a huge hit to give that play up. Here comes Minnesota on the counterattack. Passing it length of the ice. Back and forth, back and forth. Here they come in the offensive zone. They'll send it down the ice. And Minnesota gets it behind the net. He's coming around the net. And here he is. He's looking for someone to get open and bring it up to the point. Takes a slap shot, but it's deflected off on one of the Montreal defensemen. Here's a minute left in the first period. And Montreal is still winning 2-0. Here's a pass looking shot, I guess that's what that was. Here's Montreal with a nice long wrist shot, but just saved off the pads, bounces off the boards. And here is Montreal with a net puck right in front of the net, and he decides to give it up. Here we got 30 seconds left in this first period, and here comes Minnesota on the attack. They'll shoot it down and get an exchange, and they're behind the net, and there's a huge hit. There's 14 seconds left in the first period. Looks like Montreal is going to try to get one more shot off. He skates around. Here it is. He takes a nice shot. Goal! Goal with 4.1 seconds left in this first period. Montreal will go to the locker room here, leading 3-0 through this first period. And here we are through the first period, and Montreal is just dominating all these stats. Let's look at the stats, and then we'll get you right to center ice for the second period puck. The goals are 3-0 Montreal. Total shots, Minnesota only has 8 shots the entire game right now. Montreal has 14. Hits are 16-21. Time on attack are 224-121. Passing is only 59% for Montreal, 73% for Minnesota. No penalties. Face-offs are 6-6 each. No breakaways, no one-timers, no empty nets, no empty shots. So that's pretty simple. Let's get a center ice here for the drop of the second period puck. Minnesota wins it through the center ice, and they'll just dump it right in. And they'll be looking to see if they can get a little bit more offense here this period, because you're not going to win games with the amount of offense they put in that first period. And right off of that, there's a steal, and they'll pass it right to the point. And we're going to have our first penalty of the game. Comes less than half a minute into the second period. And I think it's going to be on PK Subban. Let's look at here. Let's see what it is. Here he is. And that looks like, I'm not sure what that's going to be. Maybe interference. 2 minutes for roughing. So PK Subban will sit in the box. And he has had an assist on 2 of these goals today. So that may be a factor here. But nonetheless, let's see. Minnesota is 3 for 14 on their power plays this year. And there's a shot long against the boards. Cleared out right to the point, and it goes right behind the net off a miscue pass. And there's a wide open goal! Minnesota takes they take 1 goal away here in this second period. They score on a power play because that man just came out of the box. That is his 6th goal of the season. And they are back within striking distance here, 1-3 in the second period. And here comes Minnesota off the face-off. They do win the face-off to the neutral zone, and he's just clobbered right there. Here they come, offensive zone, and they'll just throw it right down the boards. And here comes Montreal on offense, it looks like, through the neutral zone. Here they are, it's in the zone now. Let's see what they're going to do. They've been pretty well with their shot selection today. Let's see, and it's a turnover. What a nasty turnover that was, too. And here comes Minnesota through the offensive zone. They are in the offensive zone. And there's a nice move to get it around the defender. And they score right back again. And Minnesota is within 1. They're coming out of the second period fire and skating. He had a nice move to get around the defender. And Montreal is now in panic mode as they need to get something. Montreal hasn't even gotten a shot off this period. Minnesota has 2 shots on 2 goals right now in the second period. So Minnesota's fans are on their feet. And here comes Montreal. Nice long slap shot, just barely wide. And there's a huge hit right in the corner right there to get free the puck. And here comes Minnesota. They've had 2 shots, 2 goals this period. If they get 1 more goal, they'll tie up the game, and Montreal's confidence will all be but deflated. And here they come with a nice clear, and they've done this every time on their goals right now. And here comes Montreal. Getting the puck through the zone, through the neutral zone here, through the offensive zone. And it's just one-on-one. He does a nice move. Get around the defender, take the shot. A little bit too far out. And here comes Montreal on the attack. Pass, try to get it through the center ice. Didn't quite get it. And here comes Minnesota on a breakaway. Here's a 2-on-1 situation. Here's a nice long slap shot. Just goes wide. And there's a nice goal. Oh, what a shot behind the net. And Carey Price freed it for some reason. And here's Minnesota through the back of the net. Wrap it around. He's shot. Take a nice shot, but it's bounced off someone's skates and goes sideways across the goal. Minnesota is much stronger now on their offense, it appears. And here comes Montreal through the neutral zone. Skating through the zone. Takes a nice slap shot. And he's demolished after he takes that shot. Minnesota is looking so much more tougher this period than they did that first one. And here they come through center ice. Take a nice dog shot. What a shot. What a save. That shot went wide. What a nice save by Carey Price. It's a nice long slap shot. And here it is, though. Here comes Montreal through the zone. Pass it up to the point, and it's through, and it's misviewed. Montreal's passing is terrible right now. And here's a dump into the zone. Minnesota's going to get it, and he's just checked very hard. He lost his stick in the process, and Montreal is just hitting very hard right now. There, you got to see that they are frustrated with how they've started the second period. And here they go, and again a miscue. And there's a shot, but it's saved by the goalie. There's another shot, again saved by the goalie. And here comes Montreal with that was a weird shot. And here's Minnesota after that. They take it through the center ice now. And here comes Minnesota on the offense. Montreal behind the net. And here it is up against the board. And Minnesota gets the puck again. Montreal is just frustrated right now with how they are playing. Bounces off a Montreal skate. And it's back into the zone. And here comes Montreal trying to get out of the zone here. Making some nice looking passes. And here comes Montreal through the zone. Nice long slap shot. And here they get the rebound. Here's a nice wrap around the net. And here it is, nice looking shot, and it's saved by the goalie. Rebound goes to Montreal, or Minnesota, excuse me, and they come through the offensive zone. They pass it back to the defensive zone, through the offensive zone, and here they come on offense here, looking to even this game up. And there's an almost was it right there. There's a nice long pass from Montreal, and here they come through the zone, doing some moves to get around the goal. Take the goal, and a goal! As he's knocked down to the ice, he takes a shot, and he scores a goal to give Montreal a little bit more control now. They have a 2-point lead, and this is going to be a very close game, it seems. What a nice shot as he's knocked down to the ice. Center ice now after Montreal's goal. They lead by 2, 4-2 right now. About halfway through the second period. Here's a turnover and a shot and a save by the goalie. What a save. Here comes Minnesota on a breakaway. Here's a breakaway shot. Saved by Carey Price. Nothing goes there. They get the rebound and shot saved by a defender. And here it is. What a... Oh, no. Minnesota's defense comes right back in racing to get that puck. We'll send him behind the zone here, behind the net. And here is Montreal trying to get out of the zone. Nice long pass. Turned over again in neutral zone. Here comes Minnesota through the neutral zone. Send it down the boards here behind the net. Carey Price can't get it. Goes right behind him. Here comes Minnesota here. Looking to ski. He comes across. Takes a shot. Saved by defender. Bounces off of him. And here comes Montreal on offense. And there he just laid out a hit on Montreal right now. These hits are huge. Lots of hits this season so far for Montreal. And there's another one. Huge hit. Just under halfway here in the second period. Montreal is still winning 4-2 over Minnesota. Neutral zone face-off won by Minnesota, and they take it right back to their defensive zone. Here comes Montreal off a turnover behind their net, looking on attack. 8:40 left in the game. In the period, excuse me. And there's a sideways hit. I don't quite know what that was. And he gets around the defender. Take a nice shot, but he's hit before he can get any aim on it. And here's Minnesota behind their net. They pass it out. And looks like they're going to get it out of the zone here. And they do. But it's turned over very quickly by Montreal. And then again, a huge hit. And here's a breakaway. 2-0. Take a shot, but wide. Just wide. And that's an opportunity that they wish they had back. Because that was a 2-0, and they shot it wide. Couldn't even get it on net. And here comes Montreal with a nice long slap shot. Saved here. Here's Minnesota through the zone. Neutral zone here, through center ice. Looking to get offsides here. And they get it through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Fight on the board here. Minnesota gets it back. And here they come skating behind the net now. And they collide into two players, and that was thrown down. And then Montreal takes a nice shot on him and breaks up the play. But Minnesota gets the puck back in the offensive zone now. Here's Montreal behind the net. Trying to get out of the zone. Here's a pass wide. And they do get out of the zone. Here comes Montreal through the neutral zone now. Here's a nice wide pass, but it's broken up. And these hit hard after the play. Here comes Minnesota through the defensive zone. Passing it through the neutral zone, but it's turned over. Here comes Montreal on the counterattack. Here they come. And here's a shot, it looks like. And it's just hit wide and saved by the goalie after a while. Just over 3.5 minutes left in the second period, and Montreal is winning 4-2. And this game is looking back and forth like a seesaw. Here comes Minnesota through the neutral zone here. Passing it through the offensive zone. Bring it into the net. And it's just hit wide by one of the Montreal defenders. That'll break up the play. And again, hit wide. Over 2 minutes left here in the second period. And there's a nice looking shot. And there's can get the rebound. Get the rebound. And it's just shot wide. That was a key opportunity for Montreal. Would have put them up back by 3. And in the second period with a huge load of confidence. Now Montreal off the turnover. They're going to skate. Gets around one defender. And he's just laid out. They keep getting hit here. Minnesota's hits are hard. And here comes Minnesota through the neutral zone. Through the offensive zone now. Back behind. And he's hit way hard. That's a huge hit. And here comes Minnesota. Montreal skating. They'll just throw it down. Looks like they'll go for icing unless they can get to it. Montreal does get to it first and stops the icing. That's key moments right now in these games right now. Who's going to get the puck in the zone the longest? Here comes Minnesota through their defensive zone. Through neutral zone. What a nice long pass in the offensive zone now. Look at the 2-on-1. Take a shot off the post. It went off the post. You can hear that ding all the way up here. And here comes Minnesota. Takes a shot. Minnesota's looking to get one more goal at least for this period. They scored 2 within 3 minutes of the start of this period. And everything else has been Montreal's way since. And here they come in the neutral zone. Minnesota's passing it across center ice. They come in the offensive zone. They got 37 seconds left in the second period. And here they're looking to get one last final shot off. They're back behind the net. He's got it looking like an angle. Looking for someone to get it. Looks like they're just trying to hold it till they do get the last shot. Take that nice wide shot. But they get their own rebound and that's immediately hit. They got 10 seconds left in the second period. Montreal gets the puck and they'll just clear it out. And they're trying to clear it out, but they can't. And there's one last shot and they can get it off. There's 0 seconds left. No, that's the end of the second period. What an exciting second period so far. And we are coming into a third and final period, it looks like. And Montreal is winning 4-2. Here we are through the second period, and Minnesota definitely stepped up their game, it seemed, in their second period than they did their first period. So it's going to be anxious to see how the third period goes and see what happens. Here are the stats from the second period. Goals are, as you know, 4-2. Total shots are 22-18 Montreal's favor. Hits are 43-36 Montreal's favor. Time on attack, 4 minutes and 4 seconds to 4 minutes and 45 seconds Minnesota's favor. Passing 59% to 74% Minnesota. Penalty minutes 2 minutes to 0 minutes. Power plays are 1 for 1 and 0 for 0. Power play minutes are just 17 seconds, and that was when Montreal got the goal. Faceoffs won are 7-13, and the one-timer goals are 1-0, and everything else on the board is 0. Montreal is definitely going to have to step up their passing. You're not going to be able to win a game with just 54% passing. And Minnesota, they're going to have to keep doing what they're doing, going on attack, taking shots, and hoping the puck can find the back of the net. So here we are, center ice for the third and final period. Face-off is won by Montreal right there, and they pass it just wide. And there's a turnover again. That seems like that's been Montreal's story so far this season. They cannot control the puck, but here comes a nice looking move, and he's got on attack, and that shot is just wide. If he crossed over, maybe he would have had a shot, but he tried to do a backhand. Tried to go to the left side on a forehand, and that just wasn't how it worked. And there's a huge hit back in the zone, and here comes Montreal doing some passing right now. They're trying to get their passing rate up. That's what they got to do, get some composure. And he's hit hard. He's a nice long slap shot, and it's almost taken by Montreal in the offensive zone. And it is turned over here. Montreal does have the puck again. And here they come through the offensive zone, and it's almost turned over. And it's kept it out. And here's a breakaway for Minnesota. Here's a breakaway. Here's a shot. Here's a dive and play. And he's denied of even taking a shot because of that defense. Carey Price and the Canadiens' defense has stepped up, it appears, so much in this game. They have let 2 goals in, but some of that was off turnovers from the offense. And here's Montreal's player getting hit. They take a nice shot, but nothing going there. And Minnesota takes the puck coming back the other way. And he's dumped into his own bench right there. What a huge hit. And you can hear the boos from the from the fans here because they are playing in Minnesota, obviously. Here comes Minnesota through the offensive zone. Waiting for all the players to get across it. Seems take a nice long-range shot. Rebound just between Carey Price's legs. 2 inches to the left or right, and that would have been a goal. And here is Montreal with the puck. And there's a huge turnover hit. But Montreal will get it out of the zone, it appears. And that will give their goalie, Carey Price, a little bit of breathing. But that was too close for comfort, maybe, for Montreal. And here comes Minnesota back behind the net. And he's hit very hard and turned over by Minnesota. And here comes Montreal in the counterattack. Pass wide. Pass it back up to the point. He'll take a nice looking slap shot. Nothing going there off a defenseman. And here comes Montreal. Gets the puck again. Take a shot. Saved by the goalie right there. And here comes Minnesota on the attack now. They dump it right into the offensive zone here. Carey Price gets it. He'll send it out wide. Nothing really going there. And there's a turnover. Excuse me. Now the turnover slap shot saved by a defenseman. The defense have saved more goals, it appears, than the goalie has in this game. And here's a breakaway shot. Saved by the goalie after a huge hit by the defense. Here comes Minnesota through their defensive zone. Looking to get a shot here. Looking to get it in the zone. Looking like they're just looking for the right moment to strike. And here comes Minnesota through the offensive zone. They'll take a nice wide-looking shot. There's a shot pass right in front of the net. Turned over by Montreal, though. Here comes Montreal through the zone. And there's a nice pass, and that's going to be offsides. Here's a neutral zone face-off here. Minnesota to the defensive zone. He's broken up right there, and that will be the end of that play, it appears. Here comes Montreal behind their net. Passes it up. Nice looking pass right there. Here they come to the offensive zone. Here's a shot. Just wide rebound. Oh, just misses the stick. That was a goal had he gotten his stick. All he had to do was touch it, and it would have gone back in. And here comes Minnesota. Nice long pass to neutral zone. He's doing a nice open shot, but off the blocker save for Carey Price. But they do get their own rebound. Here comes Minnesota across center and ice. It looks like middle of the ice, excuse me. Back out to the point, and they'll send it right back behind the boards. And looks like Montreal gets that. Nothing easy right there. Here comes Montreal. Looking for a nice pass, but that was just way too narrow of a pass for him to try to make that. Here comes Minnesota through neutral zone. Through center ice, they'll just dump it right in off the boards. Here comes Montreal on the boards here. They do get the puck. Here's Montreal behind their own net, and here they come skating right back out, and he's hitting. He's hit huge, but he gets up against the puck. That's why you practice. That was a practice, boys. There's a nice looking hit by Minnesota. And here we are, just over 3.5 minutes left in this third and final period, and Montreal is still winning 4-2. This whole period has gone Montreal's way, and Minnesota wins off the face-off. There's a turnover in the offensive zone right now for Montreal. Nice shot off the blocker save. Minnesota here taking the puck. Looks like they're finally going to get some offense going here in this period. They come back around the boards right there on the net, looking for somewhere to pass. Back up to the point. Brings it in. And he's going to take a shot, but it bounces off a defenseman. And here is Montreal. They do get the rebound, though, right in the same zone that they just skate back there. Come wrap around the net, and it's just shot save of Carey Price. Over to that goal! Minnesota scores a goal with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. And they don't tie it. They are down within one now of Montreal here. This is going to be a nice looking finish, it appears, here in Minnesota. Oh my gosh, there's a turnover, crucial turnover in the offensive zone here for Montreal. Minnesota take it right in front of the zone. And a nice looking shot, and the Canadians just cleared out. We are at the 2-minute mark almost right here in this game. We are just under 2 minutes here in the game, the third period, and Minnesota is only down by 1 right now. And Montreal wins a nice defensive zone face-off, and it's just taken right away from them. But here comes Montreal skating on offense. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this game. And there's a turnover, and here comes Minnesota on the counter with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this game. Here they come to the offense, take a nice shot, but that's wide. And Montreal will take that puck with 1 minute left in this game. And here comes Montreal skating up around the point. And he'll take it back across the blue line. Looks like he's just going to try to waste this clock. And they pass it right back up. 50 seconds left in the game. And that's an offsides call. Miscommunication from their team. And we're at 48.4 seconds left in this game. Minnesota needs one more goal, but they just scored a goal. And all you need is 1 second to score a goal in this league. Minnesota off the face-off. They win it through neutral zone. They pass it back into the defensive zone. Looks like they want one last final play. They want to end with a puck either in the net or on their sticks. But they don't want Montreal to get the puck. So here they come through neutral zone. Skating across into their offensive zone. They're pulling their home goalie, and here's Montreal through the zone here, it appears. And here they come, skating with, there are 6 players from Minnesota right now. And here comes Montreal. They'll take a shot, and they'll score. PK Subban will score. And that is going to be the end of the game now with 20 seconds left. Minnesota had to pull their goalie to get their extra player, but Montreal takes the puck right there and just scores it in the net. That's PK Subban's 2nd goal of the season right now. And he just gets it across and shoots it nice wide. That's why you practice those blue line empty net shots. And that goal by PK Subban will end the game. And they are pulling their away goalie again. Looks like maybe they'll be able to get one more goal if they skate. This is going to be very crucial if they get one more goal. This is going to get a shot and a goal again. They scored 2 open net goals just to put one last dagger in Minnesota. And you got to think, why did Minnesota even pull their goalie down by 2 with 20 seconds left? I don't know why they did. But there's a goal right there. Empty net goal. He just skates it right across the blue line. Open lane and just shoots it right in. And that will end the game right now. And so Montreal will coast through the finish line with a 3-point lead. So Montreal coasts here in Minnesota with a nice win to put their record at 2-2-2. So they are back at 500 and they are looking to get another win. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.